Welcome to this guided meditation, crafted to help you release anxiety and invite peace into your mind and body. Over the next few minutes, we'll gently guide you through breathing and relaxation techniques to help ease any tension and create a sense of calm within. To begin, find a comfortable position, either seated or lying down. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and let your body start to settle. Take a deep breath in and slowly release it. Today, let's set a simple intention to let go of any anxiety, just for now, and to feel grounded and safe in the present moment. With each breath, you're allowing yourself the space to relax, to let go, and to just be. Now, let's connect with our breath, the perfect anchor for calming the mind and releasing tension from the body. Begin by taking a slow, deep breath in through your nose, letting it fill your lungs completely, and gently exhale through your mouth, feeling your shoulders soften. Imagine each inhale filling you with calm, peaceful energy, and each exhale releasing any worries or stress. Let's try that again. Inhale deeply, expanding your chest and belly, and exhale softly, letting your whole body relax. There's no rush, no need to force the breath. Let it flow naturally at your own pace. Inhale and feel the calm spread through your body. And exhale, letting any anxiety melt away with each breath. With every inhale, feel yourself becoming more grounded. With every exhale, you're letting go of any weight you may be carrying. Just you, your breath, and this present moment of calm. Now, let's gently guide our awareness through a body scan, releasing tension from head to toe. Begin by bringing your attention to the top of your head. Allow any tightness in your forehead to soften, your jaw to relax, and feel a sense of warmth spreading down through your face and neck. As you continue to breathe, let your shoulders drop, releasing any weight they may be holding. Imagine a soft wave of relaxation moving down through your arms, all the way to your fingertips, letting each muscle soften and unwind. Now, bring your focus to your chest and abdomen, noticing the natural rise and fall with each breath. Feel your chest expand as you inhale and soften as you exhale. Any tension you may be holding here simply melts away. Move your awareness down to your hips, thighs, and knees, letting them sink deeper into the surface beneath you. And finally, let this gentle wave of relaxation flow down through your calves, ankles, and feet. Your entire body is now relaxed, heavy, and at ease. Now that your body is fully relaxed, let's take a moment to imagine a place of peace within. Picture yourself in a serene setting, perhaps a quiet beach at sunrise, a peaceful forest, or a cozy room filled with soft light. Wherever this place is, feel the calm energy of your surroundings. You are safe, supported, and completely at ease here. As you breathe in, imagine that you're drawing in the calm and serenity of this place, letting it fill your body and mind. With each exhale, release any remaining stress or anxiety, letting it drift away. Take another deep breath in, feeling this inner peace spread, and exhale, allowing yourself to sink even deeper into calm. As we come to the end of this meditation, take a moment to thank yourself for this time. You've created space for calm, for relaxation, and for the release of any anxiety that may have been weighing on you. Take one final deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel a sense of gratitude for the peace you found here. Carry this feeling with you as you move forward. Thank you for joining me in this meditation. If you enjoyed the session, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who might benefit. Your support helps our channel grow, and we'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments what meditation you'd like next. May your day be filled with light, positivity, and joy. Thank you, and see you in the next video.